All right, the Roark Alta 5-inch running shorts. I got a pair of these a few days ago. I've gone hiking, walking, and running in these, and I want to talk about some things I like and don't like about these shorts. I don't know how long these have been out there for. I've never tried them on before, and yeah, I just want to talk about some things I like and don't like about them. So starting from the top down, this waistband is great. It's everything you need in a pair of running shorts, comfortable. And this band is fantastic too. So it looks like it's like attached right here. It looks like my light's pulsing, sorry. But yeah, it looks like it's attached right here and it lays like super flat across the waistband, and it's very like wide and flat string. So it just is really comfortable. It doesn't feel like having like a shoelace in there, you know, which is kind of nice. Another thing that I really like about these shorts is the material that they're made out of. I tried these on at REI, and I tried on a pair of Viore running shorts and something else, and these felt like the heavier of the three. But after going with them, getting them home, and feeling them like outside, they felt perfect, like plenty light enough. They felt like they would be perfect on a very hot day. As well as being like really soft, they seem fairly durable. It seems like if you went on a hike with these, you could sit down on a rock or in the dirt and just brush and not have to worry so much about having these, you know, get a hole in them or something like that. Haven't tested them that way, but they seem pretty durable, and they have a fair amount of stretch to them too. So that's cool. Another thing that I like about these shorts is the cut. So the cut is very just like straight across in the front. It doesn't have that like sort of, you know, like race day short look, which is kind of nice. You feel like you can kind of go out in them. At least I feel like I could go out in these. One other thing that I like about these shorts, almost forgot. It's my favorite thing about them, and ultimately the reason I bought them. This lining on the inside, I typically don't like linings in shorts, especially anything with a leg on it. And most things just don't really fit right, if you know what I mean. This is great. It's really light, really thin. Like you can see right through it, and it's stretchy enough, and the straps here are soft enough, and it just is very comfortable, like the most comfortable lining I've ever felt on a pair of shorts for sure. I have a pair of the Nike running shorts that everyone likes. I don't know what they're called, the Nike Trail running shorts. I would say, you know, it's kind of as comfortable as something like that, but there's a little bit more like room in there. So if you're a guy, I would definitely like recommend trying these on and giving them a shot. They're also a little big. So if you're like I'm a medium, if you're on the small end of a medium, I would probably get a small. I'm kind of like maybe a true medium and a little taller. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm about 175 pounds. And these fit like a little bit big on me. Not bad by any means, but a little big. And they don't fit super tight. Like the lining doesn't fit super snug. They could probably be a little more snug, but it works. It has yet to be an issue for me, even when running and stuff, even though I've only done a few miles in these running. Okay, so a couple things that I don't like about these shorts, and something that I would like kind of hope that they could improve upon maybe, is these pockets in the back. So you don't have any pockets on the inside for gels or anything. You only have these 3 pockets, but this phone pocket in the back, I have an iPhone. I show you, but it's on right now. It's got like a silicone case on it. Not a super thin one, but you know, your average kind of like weight silicone case for a phone. It is such a pain getting a phone in this pocket, and I don't really know why. I think that maybe it's this zipper could be maybe just like a little bit longer or something. I don't really know. But again, I have an iPhone, so if you have a bigger phone, maybe good luck. But that would be like the only thing about that pocket. These side pockets though, what I'm about to kind of talk about is a very like me thing, but these pockets are about, I don't know what you would say, maybe 2 inches wide, and like definitely pretty deep. I can't really like show you how deep they are. They go down to like here. So it's almost the size of a phone. They're exactly the same size, these side pockets, but they're not wide enough to get a phone in. And I know these are running shorts, but if one of these pockets was just a little bit wider, like maybe 1/8 of an inch, I could get a phone in there, and like just being able to like wear them to the store or something. I know they're not made for that, but it seems to me like it wouldn't make enough of a difference to where it would, impact what you could get in there and have it, stay. But it would just be a little bit more functional for kind of quick stuff, just taking your phone out to peg and dropping it in, if you have a case on it. If you don't have a case on it, you can barely get a phone in here, but I don't have to take my case off to use these shorts. And also the pockets are, it's kind of wide, fairly deep, but there's no tension on this pocket. So, so I have like a chapstick here. If I put that in here, obviously that's going to be just fine. But like if I had a gel or something, it would probably stay, but I don't know if I would trust anything else in here, like keys even. I don't really know. I just, for some reason, I just lack a little bit of confidence in these pockets. If there was like Velcro or like some way to secure it or just a little bit more tension on this pocket, I think I'd feel a little bit more confident with them. For $90, I would probably try something else if pockets was your problem, because there's a lot of stuff out there in the $90 to $110 range that gives you a lot more pockets that are probably a little more useful than this. If again, storage is your main concern. If comfort and like weight is your main concern and you like a 5-inch pair of shorts, I think they had 7s too, I would definitely give them a try. So anyways, I hope that helps someone. Yeah, thank you. Have a good one.